Hey everybody. Lately we've been on this kick of talking about, truth, honesty, integrity. And I thought I would interject today and explain why those things are important. So for today's moment of truth, our scripture reading is going to come from Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 9 through 12. Two are better off than one, because together they can work more effectively. If one of them falls down, the other can help him up. But if someone is alone and falls, it's just too bad because there is no one to help him. If it is cold, two can sleep together and stay warm. But how can you keep warm by yourself? Two men can resist an attack that would defeat one man alone. A rope made of three cords is hard to break. One of the things that irks me about modern time is the propaganda, right? And you have these people that would have you believe that anytime you talk about working together, as a community, that you're talking about communism. No, there is a huge difference between communism and community. Community is people looking out for one another. We are stronger together. If you've ever seen that spiel, I share it a few times on Facebook, from that movie Ants, or no, not Ants, Bugs Life, with the grasshoppers talking about the ants and about the reason that they're so hard on them is because they outnumber them 100 to 1. That's how it is with us, folks. We regular civilians, um, we outnumber, the things that are controlling us by a lot, and they really don't want us to realize that, because if we start working together to be more self-sufficient, then we don't need them and they lose power. Again, this is why God is a jealous God. God is number one. God goes in the first position, because once you put him in the first position, everything else falls into place, because you start to willingly live a certain lifestyle. But again, you have to grow and develop that faith. Some of us have to have, a rock bottom experience. Some of us are fortunate enough to just be introduced to the church at a young age, and we take to it. That was I was hoping that would be my story. That's how it started, but that is not how it went. I kept going back and forth. I would get comfortable in my faith, and then I'd go off and do my own thing, and like a yo-yo, back and forth. And I'm trying to correct that. I've been very sad. It's so funny. I was just talking this past Sunday. When I got up, I just no reason. I wasn't sick or anything. I just didn't feel like going. And again, there was no reason behind it. I wasn't upset with anybody. It wasn't. I wasn't dreading anything of that nature. I was just having a lazy Sunday where I didn't feel like it, and like I said to my family, that's when I need to go even more, because that's when I'm starting, my faith is starting to get lukewarm. If I'm not excited to get up and go, right, that's all the more reason, because then once you get there, you get fired up. That's where you get that nourishment to keep you uplifted. And again, that's part of community. That's being a congregation. That's coming together. It's just like with anything else. I argue all the time against the financial system and the way jobs and all the other systems in place work. And I don't think everything should be free per se. Nobody lives for free. Life requires effort. You don't work, you don't eat. That's biblical. My problem is, and again, we've been touching on this, and we continue to touch on this. God's big thing is that we are fair in our dealings with each other, that we are not dishonest, that we are not trying to cheat one another. And this is why this is important. Because the more we can trust each other, the more we can work together, and the better we can make things. Unfortunately, the ones running the show have realized this, and look at the world around you. It's so divided right now, and that is why. You know, a lot of people are, I guess, forget that old saying of divide and conquer. They couldn't take us out if we were united, but they're chipping us away slowly because we're divided. Anywho, some food for thought. As usual, take care of yourselves. Try and help take care of each other. I'll see you in the next one.